Okay, ladies, have you ever been ignored by someone sitting next to you?
I've been ignored by somebody laying next to me.
That's really bad. How about, have you ignored anybody sitting next to you?
Yes.
I haven't.
I've done that too.
Yes.
I haven't really ignored. Like, what do you mean ignored?
Like just silent treatment.
Acting like they don't exist, that they're not there.
I did somebody like that at work that was like getting on my nerves. Yes.
I did. I am a stonewaller. That's where we're going with this. Welcome to Three Voices Unfiltered. We're your hosts,
Ronisha,
Theresa,
and Suzanne. And around here, nothing is off limits. We talk about everything, the real, the messy, the hilarious, and the inspiring. So let's get into it. People that stonewall you to manipulate you, to control you, to get you to do what they want you to do, whether it's to apologize or to do whatever they're needing or wanting you to do.
Yeah.
So stonewalling. So let me ask you this. Have any of these things happened to you? Have you been ignored after an argument? I have.
Yes.
I have even done the ignoring after an argument. Do you feel anxious trying to fix things? So they're ignoring you, and do you suddenly feel like, man, I have to do what they're saying or say what they want me to say in order to fix it?
No pressure.
No pressure.
I turned it up. Really? Okay.
I've felt that way.
No, me, and I'm the silent one. I'm like, and I may even walk away.
Walking. Oh, how about this? Walking on eggshells to avoid shutdown. So you know this person has this type of personality, and if you do or say whatever, you're walking on eggshells because they're going to shut down and not talk to you for 3 days.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
That's a good one.
Ooh.
In the beginning of a relationship I was in, I was trying to like tiptoe, but then I was like, I don't even know. This man's so crazy. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what he's mad about. I don't know on any given Sunday what's going on in his mind. So I stopped caring.
And you know what? I think that's what it leads eventually to, that their tactic, and you're just not going to care.
I stopped caring. I didn't care.
Either you're going to be fearful in walking on eggshells, so you're stressed out and anxious about it, or you're just not going to care. Neither is healthy.
Yeah, you know what? And that just reminds me of women that are in abusive relationships.
Yeah, that is abuse. That is emotional abuse.
It is. It's emotional abuse.
It really is.
So what's the difference between needing space, if you have an argument and you need space,
that's a good question,
versus shutting down?
I think needing space is a good thing. I really do. And so, all right, this is what we're going to do. We love each other. Whatever the relationship, even if it's your children, we love each other. But but right now, let's just take a break. You go over there, I go over there, or whatever. I'll call you back or whatever.
Let's take a minute.
Like what happened when I just told y'all when I got here about one of my children who shall remain nameless. When she said, I'm done, okay. And I can take a break. Let's take a break on that. I'm not going to go back. Oh, yeah? You done? I'm going to show you what done look like. And, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
We can go to our separate corners and let things calm down a little bit. But yeah, that's I like that, Theresa. Yeah. But there's a difference between needing space and shutting down, because when you need space, you ask for it. You
say like, I need 10 minutes right now. I need to. How about like this has happened to me in the past with a significant other. Whenever we had an argument, they had their behavior was to leave the house, walk out of the house.
Yeah.
Just get out.
I had that too.
Without saying, I need 10 minutes. Let me just breathe for a minute. But I was so emotionally insecure that I will be chasing them. No, don't leave. Let's talk about it. We need to sort it out. Trying to think I was mature because I wanted to sort it out. And bye, boy, bye.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing off on her.
Ain't nobody doing this crap to me now. Do you want to go? Bye.
Boy, bye.
And the reason that's important is because when we are emotional, we will say and do crazy.
Yeah.
And fill in the blank, whatever crate is, because you're not thinking rationally. You're just in the moment, upset about whatever that is, trying to get your point across. So what's more important? Getting your point across? Or are you going to change that person's mind?
I felt in the past that way, that it was more important
I felt in the past
to get my point across and solve it like grown-up adults.
Okay.
But hindsight, what I was doing was not very emotionally mature, actually. I should have been like, okay, if I need to go. I'll be here or I will not be here, whatever you wanted it to be, because we weren't married.
Yeah,
so that's a big difference.
Told me, they can say, I need a break. And you can ask, how long do you need?
Oh, that's a good one.
And then expect that person to come back at that day and time to discuss it further at that point.
Because nobody needs 3 days to cool down.
Right.
If you need 3 days to cool down, you really have an issue.
Right.
And this is both for men and women. We do it too. Just like they
might need 3 days to cool down.
You think so?
I
don't think it takes 3 days. I think at that point they're punishing you when it takes that long.
If it's the weekend, bye, I'm going out. Cool down Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let me come back Sunday night.
I'm a little bit of a stonewaller. I will say that. I get sometimes mad and I don't want to talk to you for like 2 days.
Okay.
And it's not manipulation. You know what? Maybe at the end of the day, it really is, because I want you to apologize to me.
Yeah, it's manipulation. That happened to me. I went on a trip that this person did not want me to go on, and during my entire trip, I didn't hear from him. I texted him. He didn't text back. So I didn't know if he was picking me up from the airport or not.
Oh, no.
So I was like, well, let me just call an Uber or something when I get to the airport. And I got to the airport. He finally called me, but it was 3 days later. He made me feel like maybe, it's just games. It's mind games.
Let me tell you what happened to me. You just made me think about a story when you're talking about airport. So growing up, my mom and my dad divorced when I was 3. I did not know my dad until I was in my 30s again, but I reached out to him when I was 18. When I was 18 years old, my aunt influenced me to call him. So sure, I called him, told him, a little bit about my life. I'm getting married, graduating from high school, whatever. He said, hey, I hadn't seen him since I was 3, mind you, so that's 15 years.
Wow.
Heard from him, no letters, no cards, nothing. So he said we were going to meet at Disney. Their whole family was going to Disney World, and he would love for me to go and meet him at Disney World in Orlando. I'll pay for your ticket. First red flag. I'm 18, so my mother knew though. I said, well, how about Jimmy? Because Jimmy is his son as well.
Right.
My brother. No, just you, because this will be your graduation present and your wedding present. And he sold it to me in a way that I was like, okay, fine, I'll go. Jimmy can come next time. If it's a family event, that should have been a red flag.
True.
Girls, ladies, friends, I cannot tell you why I missed that flight. We left on time. Ooh. I still think to this day my mother messed with that clock.
She didn't want you to meet him.
We left on time. The airport was 20 minutes away. There was no traffic.
What?
I got there and the airplane door was shut. That's how late we were. So I didn't make my flight.
Ooh.
She said, you can take the next flight to, I think it was Miami. And then from Miami, they're going to take me to Orlando. So I got on the next flight to Miami.
Okay.
I'm by myself in Miami. And by then, no cell phones. This was in 1985. So I'm trying to leave messages via the airport where they can call him. Somehow I had a number and I left him a message. And the way he could reach out to me, they were going to have to call me over the intercom and say, hey, you have a phone call, all that. I waited. That man stonewalled me.
He never came?
He never called me back. So I wasn't sure to get on the flight to Orlando. And I had to spend the night. So I said, he finally called me. I'm crying where you can't talk. Snot is coming down.
So you didn't go to Orlando. You stayed in Miami.
I stayed in Miami, and I said, I have to spend the night in Miami by myself in an airport. And he's like, cash in the ticket and go back. I said, I can't go back to Puerto Rico until the next day. That's literally what he said to me when he finally called me back. And I stayed in that airport the whole night, crying my eyes out. I couldn't even, The next morning when I'm on my flight back to Puerto Rico, the flight attendant comes to me and she said, hey, I have your dad on the phone and he's asking me to tell you to go ahead and get on the flight to Orlando. I said, no, ma'am, you can tell my dad that I'm going back home.
What was that about?
He was silent treatment. Just the one phone call, silent treatment, stonewalled me, didn't guide me, didn't manipulate, he manipulated and controlled the whole situation all the way to the end. That is stonewalling you. That's manipulating and controlling.
But why would
my
he
mom
do
said,
that?
I knew it. He's always been that way.
Of course your mom would say something.
My mom was.
Did you find out why he did that? Like, what? Did you ever
Because he
ask?
said that if it was so important to me, I would not have missed my flight.
Oh,
if it
so
was
he
so
was
important.
he was a meanie.
He was mean. Rest in peace. He did get better at the end. We had 10 good years, but that's why he refused to engage.
Ooh.
He gave me the silent treatment. I'm looking at all these things. He emotionally withdrew and gave me 1-word answers or 2-word answers or 3. Cash in the flight, cash in the ticket, and figure it out. I'm 18 years old. I don't know how to do anything of that stuff. So what about that? Like people that are hurt you that deeply, because there are people they don't talk to you for a day and everything gets better. But the ones that hurt you by stonewalling and hurt you deep in your soul, how do you process that?
That's a good question.
It really is. And I'm sitting here listening to you and I'm listening to you and I'm thinking about my life and I'm like, I cannot think of a relationship where somebody did that to me.
What that mean?
Yeah, I can't either.
I can't.
Other than the marriage I was in, but I didn't care about him. So
yeah, this was.
I mean, that's your father.
This was painful because we were reconnecting. I hadn't seen him in 15 years, but anyway, that's just a really tragic example and deep of stonewalling.
Yeah.
But there's people that go through this stuff all the time. Unfortunately.
Yeah, in relationships, parents, kids. I would never do that to my child.
I wouldn't do that to my kid.
And my child.
I would not have talked to my kid for 15 years in the first place.
True.
And I'm going to add this. It's a little side note. A lot of times things like that happen to people over and over again in different types of relationships. And I would say you're at a point now where you have to look at yourself and why are you attracting,
Theresa, you were saying
people that are toxic. Right?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about people that throughout their lives, they have attracted people that have stonewalled them. What I'm saying is that if you keep having relationships that people are doing that to you, I would say look at yourself, look internally. What's going on with me that I keep attracting or allowing these type of relationships? All right. Say if their mother did that to them. All right. And then, you got 3 kids and then one of the kids is the one of your children do that to you. And then, you got this partner, this boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, and they've done that to you. It's time. At some point, you got to look at yourself and why am I attracting these type of people? That's what I was just trying to say real quickly.
Yeah. And I would say the red flags. Somebody's going to show you if they're a stonewaller. Yeah. And I didn't catch the red flag when I was dating this person. I did catch it. How about we got in a discussion about moving out, moving in, moving forward in our relationship. And he got upset. It was a simple, to me, conversation. So he left. Oh, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Didn't hear from him that day. I'm texting, I'm calling, nothing. Then the next day, I'm texting, I'm calling, nothing. Then I said, well, let me go by his house and see
if
what's
he's alive.
wrong. Maybe something happened.
Right.
Because that's my next thought is
maybe
he's in the hospital. I knock on the door, nothing. So I go home. I'm like, wow, I hope he's all right. I really do. The third day, finally, he
understand.
called me. I'm like, where have you been? Oh, I was home. I heard you knock on the door. I was like, what? It wasn't even that serious, sir. But that was my red flag.
That was a red flag.
To get out of that relationship, to run faster than I could ever run, faster than the fastest Olympic woman in a race, in a 5K. And I didn't. So I didn't listen to the red flags.
So do you think, let me ask you this, that people sometimes confuse stonewalling with being calm? I don't like to be I don't like to be confrontational.
No.
I don't like to be, I don't like fighting. So therefore I'm going to disappear for 3 days until she calms down because she's the problem because she wants to fight. How about that?
That's a good one. And that's the excuse this person always gave me. I don't like to fight. I'm like, this is a conversation. No one's fighting. You want to fight? Let me get some eggs. Let me get a lamp. Let me get an iron.
I don't want to fight with you. I'm scared.
But you know what? I can understand that like a teeny bit because I dated someone who I guess was used to arguing. And I'm not an arguer. I am not arguing with.
I don't think I've ever seen Theresa argue.
With her.
I am not arguing with you, okay? I'm just not going to do it because obviously there's something going on. You feeling a certain type of way or I'm feeling a certain type of way, okay? We just going to either,
I
keep
can
it
see
moving
Theresa
or whatever.
eating a whole meal, slicing steak, eating, chewing slowly while somebody's like going crazy.
I know.
I can see her walking away. Would you? Yeah, she would walk away.
I would walk. I would walk away because I'm not doing. And because I just don't like confrontation, and I don't care what anybody says. Some people like confrontation.
Some people
like
confrontation.
Yeah,
and
they
I
do.
just don't
They
like
thrive on
confrontation.
it.
That's true. So
I'd rather walk away or end the conversation, talk about something else, pivot somewhere else, than to sit here and rehash and argue about something because that's going to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that. That's going to make you feel better, to argue because you used to argue about something.
I don't like to argue and I'm not confrontational. But I can get there.
I don't mind arguing.
I can get there. Like if you push me, I will. Okay, you. Okay, let's do it then. But I don't like it.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
I'll do it.
I remember in
me. I don't necessarily like it, but I will argue.
I will do it
if you want to. Let's go.
Let's go. Put on the boxing gloves. Let's go.
Let's go.
I will tell you this. I remember. Look, I remember being in my 20s and I was dating this guy and whatever was going on, and I have a mouth on me and I know I can say things to hurt your feelings if I wanted to.
Same.
And I remember talking to the Lord, and this is before I was saved and everything, y'all.
Wow.
But I remember talking to the Lord and say, I don't want to, just because I can, I don't want to. I don't want to be that person that just because I can check you and I can hurt your feelings, I can go deep.
Right. You don't want to do it.
I don't want to.
Can you, Ronisha?
No, I don't really do that.
Oh,
wait.
I know. I'm
calling somebody short and
no, like you have past history or them and you can cut them deep with what but you bite your tongue and you don't want to be like that.
You just don't want to be that person.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I call Ralph a melonhead sometimes.
No, not that.
No, it's like I just believe that just because you can doesn't mean that you should.
No, I've never really done that.
And so that has stuck with me all of these years, because I remember one relationship that I know certain things because you can't be an HR manager and not read people.
Know everything about a person.
And read people because I can read you. I said, yeah. And I knew that one time this person was telling me something and it was total BS. I'm like, do I look stupid to you? Just because I don't say nothing
oh my gosh,
don't mean that I don't know anything.
I can't stand it when people are condescending, like I'm stupid or something.
I let you tell me stuff, and I say, you just don't know my story, boy.
I know. How about, do you think that some of these things can create anxiety and panic? I think so. I think you can be stressed out about knowing how someone is going to react.
Yes.
So how about someone that over-explains? And they're over and over just trying to convince you.
Oh, you're a liar.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I like this one. that it says, what's the one? There's no difference between I need a minute and disappearing emotionally for days. Like there's a difference. There is a difference. There's a difference between that. And some of the things that people might do is they want you to apologize to end the silence. I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I just want you to say sorry.
Even if they don't mean it?
No, they have to mean it because I'll know.
I have apologized. I mean what I said. Does that make sense? I mean what I said.
Yeah. Okay. You apologize.
But I've apologized because maybe I made that person feel a certain type of way.
So do you apologize knowing that you're not really the culprit, just to end the silence and the manipulation? I don't think I've done that. I'm not going to apologize to you.
I've done that. I had I was in a relationship with a person who said I would never apologize because I'm never wrong, sir. So why would I apologize when I'm never wrong? He's like,
sometimes
you never
we feel that way.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, sorry. Get out of my face.
So we apologize just to reconnect. I've apologized before when I didn't feel that I was the culprit of the issue, but I understood that I made the person feel a certain way about with my actions. And like John told me from the beginning when we first started dating, even he would say perception is reality.
It is.
So the person is real. So I've apologized to just kind of clean it up, keep it moving. It's not that, especially when it's over. Have you noticed that a lot of the arguments that we have are over the stupidest stuff? Just,
yes.
You put that cup here instead of there. I've been telling, like, just, who cares? Just move it.
It's not that serious.
When I was dating that guy, the conversation he got upset about was us deciding when we were going to move in together.
When?
Yeah.
That's, you talk about it, and it's not that exactly.
Like, well, I don't think it should be until I was like, no, we need to do it later because...
The stubbornness, the control.
Yes.
That's what that was, the control.
That's what that was. I'm like,
that's communication.
I was younger, so.
All right.
So then we start feeling desperate to be acknowledged because we feel kind of like we're in this relationship. We're on our own. They're not acknowledging. They're always mad at us and not talking to us if we do whatever. We're walking on eggshells. And at what point does that become manipulation? I think we've covered that the whole time.
Right.
The whole time. But
the whole time.
I gave me an opportunity. I could go dance, go hang with my friends, go out to dinner. I had a great time. Come in and just, two can play that game, sir.
And the thing is that I think the lesson to me, what I've learned through the years with experience and age, is that they want space, give it to them. But I'm not going to sweat it. I would be like, they're not talking to me, or they walked away. Let them. Now, if they're not talking to you, like Ronisha had to go chase him down, and then he said, I was home and I didn't open the door.
That is so
That
rude.
is a boy bye.
Yeah, I didn't.
Red flag.
That should have been a boy bye.
That should have been a boy bye.
Oh, that should have been a boy bye. Because during that entire relationship, I was stonewalled repeatedly. Over and over and over and over.
See? So these are some good, what to do about it. Give space without chasing. Healthy communication breaks. Hey, I need a minute. You need it. It sounds like you need a minute. Let me give you a minute. Because sometimes they don't even get it. You give them a minute and you walk away, but state it like good. You said.
I like that.
Setting boundaries. We're not, sir, we're not talking, or ma'am, we're not going to discuss this for 3 days. We need to give a healthy boundary. Recognizing when someone refuses to engage. Like he refused. And when he was done, after she really tried to fix it, then he wanted to engage. Well,
instead of just saying, I disagree with that. I need a few minutes. I need an hour. I need a day.
Right. Like I'll give me 24 hours. I'll get back
of that
to
relationship.
And I'm sorry that you went through that, because that has to be emotionally exhausting. And then finally, when relationships become emotionally unsafe, because this stuff, like, it will give you cortisol, it'll raise your high blood pressure. Like, you don't need that. You don't need to, you cannot force emotional maturity out of someone. It's going to have to be you if they don't get it.
That's a good point. Great point.
So ladies, how can we wrap it up?
I just say put in the chat, not the chat, but the comments. Put in the comments.
Yes.
If you've experienced stonewalling, if you've been the stonewaller, how did you become better? Or
I like that.
if you were in a relationship where you were constantly stonewall, what did you learn? How did you get out of it? Are you still in it? Just let us know.
I like that.
In the comments.
I like that. How to fix it.
And you have to be honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to be honest with yourself.
So, as we usually ask you every week, comment, share, subscribe, follow. And comments, really, out of all those, comments go the longest way. So if you can comment, if you like this, share it with someone that you think can use it. Tag them and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep growing and bring you this wonderful content.
Tag a stonewaller.
Yep. Maybe they need to get some of these tips, but thank you for listening, watching. We'll catch you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Do us a big favor and hit that like button, share this episode, and subscribe.